Namaskaram. Welcome to Design Chief podcast.
Thanks, Ishita.
Today we have Ruth here. So we'll be talking about African industry, telling us insight about multimedia. So hi Ruth.
Hi,
How are you
Ishita.
feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Thanks for having me. Actually, this is my very first podcast and the first kind of interview that I'm doing full in English. So it will be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about your journey and professional journey, how it's been till now.
I'm from Côte d'Ivoire, which is a country in West Africa. And I studied in India 10 to 15 years ago. I did my BSc in Maths, Electronics and Computer Science. And after that, I went with my MBA in Information System. So here, while studying in India, I met a group of students as me that were working with an NGO, an association, which helps students or youngsters to be leaders and everything. It was all about entrepreneurship and all. And when I finished studying and I went back home, with this group only, we created Suzang Group. So, Suzang Group started with IT services, and later on we expanded with more services like media and communication and real estate. So right now I'm the CEO of the group of Suzang Group there in Côte d'Ivoire.
So have you ever had any particular moment or any project which have changed your creativity towards business or industry?
Creativity, I don't know, but business-wise, the main thing that comes to my mind right now is when we launch our platform, digitalmag.ci. In our country, in terms of media, we used to have general information. So you'll find media that talks about everything, or even when they are specialized, it won't be in the IT or media thing. So 2 years ago, we launched Digital Mag, and it has been a great thing. I mean, in one place only, you can find insight about the actors, news, everything IT, and it has been great. So I think this was a main thing, business-wise, that we got to experience. Yeah.
What was the response you got from the
It's really great actually. Because as I was saying, it's really new. It has been 2 years now, but right now the media is known, it's well known, and we receive calls from administration, from private companies, and it's nice.
So Ruth, what inspired you to build something of your own?
Well, I think that I had the opportunity to travel very young in India. I think this was my very country to visit, apart from my own. So I've been able to see the evolution of Bangalore, especially because 10 or 15 years back, I mean, there wasn't metro or something. So yeah, you didn't have metro and everything. So I was able to see this evolution. And in this way, Bangalore the evolution of Bangalore is kind of similar to our own. So when I went back home, I was able to see opportunities and see how Bangalore went from this state to that state. So I think it's inside something in me, and then we were able to create this.
So you're saying that Bangalore inspired you
Yeah,
to
for sure.
build up of your own.
I don't know if I told you that, but most of the people, the founders of Suzang Group, studied in Bangalore. So yeah, so it has inspired us in a way. Yeah.
Do you understand Kannada in Bangalore?
I try. Otaita, I don't know, few words only, but I forgot everything. But I'm willing to learn. Yeah, to learn a few words. But it has been a great experience overall. Yeah.
So Ruth, what has changed according to your perspective? What has changed in the industry, over these past few years?
Well, I think the biggest change is accessibility, because right now, with the help of AI tools and everything, as you know, the access is really easy. So you can be in Africa and have access to tools that was created by Indians, and vice versa. So the main thing is accessibility. So it creates opportunity. It creates more opportunities in terms of education, in terms of business. And also one more thing is the ability that people has now to be self-taught because of these kind of tools. So it's really great. So I would say accessibility for sure.
How do you think African creative ecosystem is evolving in the sense of opportunity, educations, or innovations?
Oh, it's has been evolving really great actually, and it has become a creative hub, and the education is better. We have like institution or schools that help educate and train young creatives. Yeah, it's evolving very good.
So, are there any trends where Indian and African creators should pay attention on?
Yeah, definitely. But the main thing, I think, the main thing that we have is AI right now. So with the use of AI, you can create designs and everything that can resonate. And as I was saying, Africa and India are similar in terms of culture and even demographic evolution. So I think that we can create, based on our cultures, we can create design, or we have a creativity that can resonate globally. So I think that's the thing.
Okay. And anything on social media that African and Indian should collab?
It's the same thing. It's a land of opportunity. So for me, I think in India, you have the expertise and everything, and there it's true that the things are evolving, but there is a lot of opportunities there. So I think Indians and African country can share this.
So, I have seen on social media where a lot of other countries are actually dancing on us Indian song.
Yeah, sure.
So, do you have the people doing that?
Yeah, for sure. We watch Bollywood movies. Not not in ceremonies, but you can see the clothing in ceremonies. Yeah, for sure. But people dance to Bollywood movies or Bollywood songs. We watch also like the kind of soap operas. I don't know if you. I don't know the name. I forgot the name. In soap operas, like the series.
Okay.
Not the movies, but the series. So
Series,
yeah.
okay.
So it's
You mean the serials?
yeah, the series. It's famous there also. So yeah.
So, are they watching in Hindi or?
No, it's translated in French. Yeah,
French.
yeah. So we are watching it in French. It's really
Which one
nice.
is your favorite song?
It's it's a very old one actually.
Which one?
Uh, I'm shy because it's like a 2008 or 2009 song.
Okay. Which is the song?
Oh, which one from this movie, Chennai Express?
So next-
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, get on.
one,
Oh, was
two,
it in
three,
was it in 2011 or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think it's before I went back home. So I used to listen to it like every time. It's really nice.
The song is like 1, 2.
Yeah,
3,
before get on the dance floor.
Okay.
That's nice.
So, Ruth, what is the hardest challenges you have faced in your journey and how did you overcome it?
I don't know if it's the hardest one, but let's say the main challenge, or it's like I feel like sometimes professionalism is put on the same level as amateurism. As I was saying earlier, because of the accessibility of all the tools and everything, people are able to be self-taught, and sometimes in the short run, clients might think that it's cost effective. So in our case, we have to like educate them and show them all the things, show them that it's not only about like create the design or something, it's more than that. So this is the main thing, because usually maybe the people that are self-taught and everything can do it as a freelance and might be, they can give lesser range, lesser prices. So in terms of budget, it can be like better, but in the long run, it won't be great. So that's the main thing.
Do you believe in self-taught or
I
going
do,
somewhere
I
and
do,
studying?
I do believe in self-taught, but I think that when you're self-taught, you need to have this, let's say, this ecosystem where it's like professional and you respect the norm of the field and the industry and everything. Yeah, I do believe in self-taught because even the process and everything. Because even myself, from an IT background, but not especially from the creative world. Or I don't have any background in real estate. But right now, because of my position in Suzang, I have to work on these things. So I believe in self-taught. But when you are self-taught or you are trying to learn about the new industry, you have to know everything about this industry, and then learn all the steps. And that's yeah.
So, what do you wish you had known before starting your creative journey?
I think that growth takes time. So that's the main thing. And innovation doesn't always rhyme with speed, because when you're young, you have ideas, you want to go, you want everything to happen quickly. But because hustle and everything, but it's not like that. And I even feel now that when something takes time to build done, it tends to stay longer in the time. So yeah, that is the lesson that I had to learn.
That is something you are missing, like
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, I didn't know before, and I wish I knew so that I can. Yeah.
So, Ruth, how do you balance this artistic integrity with client expectations plus tight budget?
It's really difficult, I must say. But the main thing for us is strategy. Everything is based on the strategy. Because sometimes the client can have some expectations, or have a small budget. But what we try to do is to present to the client the whole picture. So according to what he wants to showcase, or what he wants to the impact to be, we try to tell the client that this is all the options that can be good for you for your project. And then if he has a budget constraint, we try to see in this whole picture which one can fit this budget. So which if I have to restart it will be like we first show the great picture, showcase all the strategy, and then according to his budget try to see how we can adjust. But the main thing is the strategy, because even if he has a small budget, he has to get his goal. So that's it.
We need to understand the expectations,
Yeah.
and then we can put our artistic.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. What how we are seeing your project. This is how we are seeing your project, or this is how we are seeing the impact that it can have, and then we can see how to adjust according to your budget. So the budget is not the main thing actually. Yeah.
Because I feel the client expectations what they have and the creativity what they have and what we think as an artist is very different.
Yes.
Right?
It's very very different.
Because they don't understand or they don't
Yes.
move in that level where we go.
Yeah. That's why you have to show them all the picture, the whole picture, and then yes, yes, yeah,
And then we don't compromise in our
yes,
stuff,
yes,
but we can do
exactly, yeah.
this. So, Ruth, have you ever faced any cultural barriers or any communication barriers where you're collaborating with international, and how do you navigate that?
Yeah, for sure. Because as you know, we are a French-speaking country. So from French to English is two different words, and that's two different words. So the terms that we have maybe in our, in terms of creative vocabulary, will be different. So for an example, I can say that in our world, we'll find the differences between communication and marketing. But I'm not sure that in your world it's the same thing, So what we are trying to do is we try to understand the intention of the other part and then adapt to it. Not, stay focused on the vocabulary, the word and everything. Because even in French, we tend to have these differences. For example, the Canadian, because we used to work with Canadian too. They are speaking French, but there are few words that in our French we don't have. So, you cannot be focused on the words. You have to understand the intention, the idea behind, and then, work on that. So this is what we're trying to do.
So, you mean the local language and French is mixed?
Yes, it will be different. The French in my country will be different from the French speaking in France, from the French which is spoken in Canada and everything. Yeah.
So how do you navigate it, when we are actually collaborating in the business with the international people, and we do have even I face any communications barriers where I can't communicate in their language. Example, I can't communicate with you in French,
Yeah.
but I can communicate in English because you
Yeah.
know English, so I can collaborate with you. So how do you navigate that? How can you navigate that challenges you face?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. We try to keep it. I mean, I try to keep it simple. Yeah. So try to express the ideas clearly, and then we can see how it's. So that's the thing. Even in English, I mean, English is not obviously it's not my first language. So even when you say a word that I don't understand, I'll ask you, what do you mean by that? And when you explain, I say, okay, this is that, and then from now on, I think I have a new word, and then I move forward. So that's how we navigate. Yeah.
Keep learning.
Yes, keep learning, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yes.
So how do you see AI and digital design tools impacting creativity and market?
So AI is massive accelerator. I think it's really massive. So it boosts everything, it boosts productivity, it's time effective and everything. So I think it's a great tool. But the thing I think that we need to use it. We have to be careful with the use of AI, because for creative, it's all about innovation and everything. So when I mean, you depend on AI, you tend to lose all this. You just are trying to write scripts that generate something and you move on. So I think that AI should be used as a partner, more of a partner, and that like it doesn't have to be like a replacement for human expression and innovation. So yeah, but it can be a great tool, but we have to be careful, especially for creative.
See, AI is used everywhere, and people are dependent only on AI,
Yeah, that's
and they're losing their natural
Yes.
thought process on creativity.
sad, but I think that we have to be careful with that to not lose the creativity.
Do you see any possibilities of collaboration between India and Africa in media, design, or education?
Yeah, for sure. As I said earlier, like Indian has the expertise, so we have a lot to learn from India. And in African countries, the industry is still emerging, it's evolving. So there are a lot of things to be done there. So yeah, there are a lot of opportunities that we can share.
What do you think? How can India and Africa can collaborate in education?
For education, first of all, I know that here you have a lot of like schools or institutions that can train the people. So in terms of that, in terms of education, you can have like make training sessions to African creative and everything. Yeah, so that's it.
So, what kind of languages do you see in education? As I know that you are speaking in French, and I don't. Do the people know English in Africa?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we are speaking French. Some countries are speaking English. Other ones are speaking in Spanish. So we have different languages. But English is like the business language. So most people in our country tends to learn, I mean, French. So you can have like give trainings in English. It will be good. Or either way, if you can have like people that you can train that understand English that you can train, and those people go there and train the French speakers. It can also be a good option. Yeah.
Suran, what kind of advice would you give to young designers and entrepreneurs in this particular industry?
Well, I think the main one is education. Try to educate yourself. It's not only go to school or everything, but even learning from the experiences of others. It's a type of education. Try to be unique. So even when you see something that work elsewhere and you want to implement it in your country or something, it has to be adapted to your local context. Yeah, so you don't need to copy and paste everything. So try to be unique. Try to create value in your ecosystem and environment. So
So, I would suggest to the designers and entrepreneurs that they have to skill up themselves, and I think the more they collaborate with the other people, the more they'll understand, how to implement their projects, how to
Yes.
have a
How things are
meetings and
working, yes.
process. Yeah. So, Ruth, if you had the chance to change something in this industry, what would it be and why?
Well, I don't think that I have something to change about the industry. It's more about how people view the industry. So I don't know if it's the same in India, but for example, in our country, people tend to give more value to traditional, industry. Like for example, if you want to become a doctor, people or your parents will tend to encourage you more than if you tell that you want to be a designer or something like that. So I think that if we create the good environment that can help the young developers to evolve, to perform, or to live from what they are creating, I think that it can. We can have a great view on the industry as a whole. So that's the thing.
I think even in India, we used to have these things where parents were like, doctor, engineers is what we give more importance.
Yeah.
But when they see the changes in the industry of our field, where it's all about creativity, artistics, and I see in India we are actually growing in that way, where lot of creators and lot of artists, people are actually doing great in now. So even the parents are understanding this generation, and even they have started supporting it. But not everyone, but not everyone will understand this part.
So in that case, we are kind of similar. Yes, it's not easy, but I think that this is the main thing that I would like to change about the industry. Yeah.
So, what motivates you to keep moving forward when things get tough?
Okay, I think it's like I would say the vision or the impact that I feel like the project I'm working or the things I'm doing will have the positive impact. So sometimes when thing gets tough, you tend to forget. What you're doing this thing for and everything. Why you started before. So when I'm like, I'm feeling down or I don't have any motivation, I try to remember why I started first and I keep moving. So.
You go back to where you started and you feel the same energy, and it motivates you to move forward. So, how do you see yourself after 5 years?
So, that's a great question. But I think that in 5 years, I would like to um, be able to materialize all the opportunities that I can see. Like what we were talking about, how we can expand Indian expertise there, or how the creative industry, or the innovation that can be an opportunity for a year. So create that gap to expand our business, and yeah, that would be a great thing.
Okay, and as we end of the podcast now, so Ruth, tell us something motivational thought, like what you're carrying throughout your journey till now, and what do you want, like how can you inspire us?
Inspired, but I don't know if that inspiring, but I know that one thing I'm trying to do is keep moving, because sometimes you can feel like down, or yeah, you don't have the energy to move on, but just try to keep moving, even if you don't feel like it, keep moving. So this is what I'm trying to do every time, so I can recommend that to you. I don't know. Yeah.
So thank you, Ruth, for the
Thank you.
podcast we had today. I hope you guys had a lot of insight about African market, and yes, thank you so much.